So I have my school, or say my class, my last class ends February 22nd, 2022. And here's a big problem. My mom said that all of us are supposed to move by the end of the month. But now my mom is, she's dying from the coronavirus. And her lungs, she got it infected. And the only people who can actually, give us advice is my mom's friends. And my sister, right? She's she's she has contact with my mom's friends, and she's according to the hospital website, it says that her number is an emergency number. I don't really have a proper phone. I don't have a phone. One of the reasons why is that I wanted to save money. I was spending too much money on phone service, and I don't really use it. Because what's the sense of, I said to myself, what's the sense of paying but I don't really go outside? I'm always inside. And I can use a free internet phone service. So I just did that instead, and I saved money. If I went to school in person, I would have had my phone service active. And if my mom ended up catching the virus when I was going to school outside, since there's no in-person school, there's only a virtual school, I would have received. I would have been the emergency my number would have been part of the emergency contact list. The number would be, everybody would be able to contact, the doctor would be able to contact me, and also my mom's friends. And I'm still trying to recover from the virus. I think it affected my lungs. My lungs kind of hurt. I pretty much do not know exactly what's going to happen next. I know that one of the reasons why I went to school, to college, is to get a career, because I couldn't get a job. No one would give me a job. Me and my mom and sister lived in hotels for like nearly for 6 years in Kissimmee, Florida, and I put in for jobs and everybody rejected me. So me and my mom and sister moved March 2018. We moved from Kissimmee, Florida to a hotel and some sort of hotel in Fresh Meadows. A lot of things had occurred, right? And I was keeping track of it on my YouTube, as you can see on as you can see for 2018, how I was living in living in a hotel in New York City with my mom for at least 2 weeks, and then we ended up living in a shelter for nearly 2 years. So I remember I had several case managers, and I told them that I put in for jobs. They think that I didn't put in for jobs. One person, I had a Hispanic case manager who told me that I'm well spoken and I'm sure to be having a job. Why is it taking so long? It's not me. I never I don't make the decision of getting a job, being in the job. I mean, being at the job. It's the people who's working in the job decides if I should get the job. And I just follow exactly what society tells me to do. Society says in order for me to get a job, I must apply myself. If I don't hear no one, contact them. If it's not through phone, I contact them through email, and I apply. And I showed them that I showed the case managers that I'm applying. I had another case manager, but he only lasted a few weeks, a few months, due to issue with a client. He had some sort of argument with a client, and he kept calling the cops on the client. And as you can see, his actions, the case manager and his client actions affected me and my mom from getting a voucher so we can live properly. And then we ended up having another case manager. This was an African American native there. So the first one was a Hispanic case manager. The second was an African American male. The third one was an African American man. The third one was an African American woman. Her name is Miss. What is her name again? Well, she's an African American woman, and she said to us that we was gonna get a voucher. She applied for a voucher, but she kept stalling me and my mom and sister. Months kept passing by. There was no progress. Right, December 2018, it just kept going. January 2019 just kept going. Months just kept passing by. And the shelter employees never helped us. They kept us in the same situation, and they were they wanted to remove us from the shelter because we overdid our stay. They don't think that we're serious about getting a job. They wanted to relocate us to Brooklyn. Yeah, and I said to my mom, it's not me, it's the people. I remember a few months ago, I said to my mom that it's extremely. I said to her that the people have nasty attitude. They don't want to hire me. I said it's because of the AI computers. And then she said, is that the reason why people don't want to hire me? Because of what you're doing online? I said, yeah, I guess so then. She said, that's stupid. You gotta stop writing online. And now AI changed the conditions with my environment. It remapped it completely to the point that it has to remove my mom and isolate me. I think that the intention here is to put me on the streets, cold as the dreams that I had when I was a kid in 2005. Every dream is about me being homeless and sitting outside on the streets, and no one socially supported me. It doesn't matter if I had any interest, they don't care. The people seem to show no interest in wanting to support or help me. I'm just staring. Ridiculous. I'm in a big mess now. I'm in a serious situation. But anyway, this video, as you can see, and I'm correct about how the AI computers manage humanity and also the technology, the computational intelligence system. Removing my mom means that my concepts that the AI have our DNA. I'm talking about our DNA make us. Our DNA is alive, and as long as our DNA is alive, it can continue. The AI computers can continue making us exist in this digital existence. So I'm saying that we did everything that we did. I mean, everything. People don't realize that we already did everything we did. Everything happened before, but they don't have any memory. That's what I'm learning from the camera, the concept of this technology. That the time and events exists already, and everybody is on auto set. But as I said, I have some memories and some thoughts of what I did, and I just used it. I showed signs of perceptual awareness. The AI is going to prove that I'm correct by removing my mom. And it also shows that the coronavirus is planned by the main programmers. This is bioterrorism. So I don't know what's going to happen to me with my school. I know my mom. They said my mom was already, half dead, so it should be gone. And there's no social support from anyone. And the people who actually learns my concepts, they need a mind. They need a healthy mind in order to actually interpret my meanings, so they can grasp the way they think of them, the way they think of their environment and themselves, so they can use my thoughts or the way I present an idea better in their way, to have a better understanding, because the way I speak the language is not really spoken in humanity. People can't speak that language. It doesn't exist because the concept doesn't exist. I logged into my mom's hospital, or the hospital that my mom is in, and it shows that she's in critical condition. They had to keep putting new tube. They had to put they had to do a procedure early this morning. They had to put a tube at a different location in my mom's body to keep her alive, because her blood. It seems that her blood and everything else, all the levels, they're bad. She's not really breathing properly. It tells me. This is what the numbers tells me on the hospital website. But it seems that this was a successful procedure. It tells me it was successful, but I still don't know how long she has to live. It could be tomorrow or another day. But anyway, I want to prove. This is gonna prove to me that I'm correct. That we did everything before. So thanks for watching. I have to do my college assignment now. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. I'm actually now in big trouble, as I said on this video. And I said it, like I said on here, that I'm in big trouble. Like I said, there was my mom help. It manages her help. I would never be able to get a job if I don't get a degree. It's really, it makes it extremely difficult. It wants me on the street. I remember I had a dream, and I don't even call it like a dream. It's unusual. I don't even call it a future dream, or or just a vivid dream. This is a dream where I'm able to feel the coldness. I remember feeling the coldness in my body, the chills. One day I went to sleep. This was in the Claremont Hotel, Kissimmee, Florida, and I had a dream that I was sleeping on top of some sort of train bridge, some train overhead. Overhead train, some sort of overhead train bridge. That's very dangerous. I guess that shows me that people they don't want me near them. It was so cold. I can feel my body being so cold, and the coldness feels so real. I never had dreams like this before, where I can actually feel coldness. Like, I'm talking about freezing. I can feel the weather. This is what it's gonna do. It thinks that I'm extremely intelligent, so it's gonna go to great lengths. and this is what it's doing. Yeah. My mom even when I told my mom about the situation, I'm talking about how the AI computers put us here so she can end up, dying, or show something bad or say something bad can happen. She said that I'm right, as well as my social psychology grade. My mom said, "You see, it's well planned. You see, everything is well planned, right?" I say, "Yep, it's done methodically by the machine, by the AI computers." I'm pretty sure if something bad happens to me, like death, no one would actually look at my YouTube video. It's just gonna be the same, or acknowledge me as a human being, and I probably have to restart. What I mean by restart, start from. I feel as if the time, as I said, the time and events are happening. I just repeat it. I start off from the beginning. Tried this is so many times, and I even wrote that on my PS Vita calendar in 2016. How the AI computers mentioned about my mom dying, and the AI computers removed my calendar from my PS Vita. It entered the database and removed it itself. That's how accurate it was. I mean, that's how accurate it is. I feel so tired. I didn't get much sleep, and my dope burns. Thanks for watching.